What if the entire universe, everything we have ever known or ever will know, is a lie? Not a deliberate deception, but a profound misunderstanding of our place in the cosmos. We look up at the night sky and see an endless expanse, believing we are inside a self-contained reality that began 13.8 billion years ago. But what if that's just the inside of the bubble? What if something is pressing on the bubble from the outside? In the faintest, oldest light in the cosmos, the afterglow of the Big Bang itself, astronomers have found anomalies that defy explanation. Patterns where there should be randomness. A cold spot bigger and colder than any known physics can account for. These aren't just minor curiosities, they are cracks in the foundation of our understanding. They are whispers from beyond the edge, pointing to the existence of something so impossibly vast, so utterly alien, it doesn't even belong to our reality. They are pointing to a structure outside the universe. To understand this cosmic phantom, we have to look back to the dawn of time. We have a baby picture of our universe, an image captured not with light from stars, but with microwaves. It's called the Cosmic Microwave Background, or CMB. This is the residual heat from the Big Bang, a faint glow that permeates all of space. It's remarkably uniform, but not perfectly so. It's speckled with tiny temperature variations, hotter and colder spots that represent the seeds from which all galaxies, stars, and planets would eventually form. According to our best models, these spots should be completely random, like the static on an old television screen. For the most part, they are, but hidden within that randomness are patterns that should not be there. The first is a disturbing alignment cosmologists have nicknamed the axis of evil. It's not evil, of course, but it's deeply unsettling because it breaks the most fundamental rule of the cosmos. That on the largest scales, the universe is the same in all directions. Yet, across the entire observable universe, the hot and cold spots in the CMB are not perfectly random. They seem to be aligned along a preferred direction, an enormous cosmic axis. And the most bizarre part, this axis appears to be oriented with the plane of our own solar system. The statistical odds of this being a coincidence are astronomically low. It's as if the entire universe, from its very first moments, was somehow aware of the tiny, insignificant speck of space we would one day inhabit. This makes no sense, unless something from the outside was imposing its structure onto our infant reality. The second clue is even more pronounced, the CMB cold spot. This is a gargantuan patch of the sky in the direction of the constellation Eridanus that is significantly colder than its surroundings. For years, the leading theory was that it was caused by a supervoid, one of the largest known structures in the universe, a region a billion light-years across containing almost no galaxies. The idea was that as light from the CMB passed through this void, it would lose energy, making it appear colder. It's a sound theory, but there's a problem. Recent studies have shown the supervoid can only account for a fraction of the coldness we observe. It isn't empty enough to create such a dramatic effect. So what is causing the rest? This is where the idea of an impossible structure, something external to our universe, comes into play. Imagine our universe as a vast, two-dimensional sheet. Now, imagine another object, a massive structure from a higher dimension or a neighboring universe, pressing against it. You wouldn't see the object itself, but you would see its influence, a warp, a strain, a cold bruise left on the fabric of our reality. The cold spot could be just that. The point of contact, a cosmic bruise from a collision with another bubble universe in the multiverse. The energy of the CMB photons wouldn't just be stretched by a void. It would be gravitationally sapped by a colossal concentration of mass that we cannot see because it isn't in our dimension. This external structure would also explain the axis of evil. If our universe was influenced or shaped by a massive, rotating object outside of it, that external rotation could have imprinted a preferred direction, a cosmic grain, onto the plasma of the Big Bang. Our reality would have settled and cooled along this imposed axis, creating the alignment we see today. We are not the center of the universe, but we might be living in a reality that was shaped, twisted, and scarred by something else entirely. The evidence is there, faintly glowing in the oldest light we can see. It tells us that our universe may not be an island, but merely a coastline on an ocean of realities we are only now beginning to imagine. We spent centuries proving we are not the center of the universe, only to find a map of creation that seems to be inexplicably pointing right back at us.